Mokey Mokey is the single greatest Yu-Gi-Oh archetype of all time, space, fiction, and beyond, and if you disagree with this fact, you're probably just uneducated, or the Wojak compared to the Chad Believer. Allow me to fix that. The Mokey Mokey archetype is heavily inspired by the Japanese espionage series Mokey Gear Solid and its famous director, Hilichurl California Girl, a series well regarded for its takes on politics, science, and sexuality. The adaptation is small, consisting of only 4 cards, and that is because a 5th Mokey Mokey card would result in a game-wide Exodia, as in the existence of those 5 cards would instantly win every game in Yu-Gi-Oh that has been played or ever will be played, and Konami may be quite silly, but they are not that out of touch just yet. Mokey Mokey is a level 1 light fairy with 300 attack, 100 defense, and it's a normal monster, with some tasteful flavor text. This card is one of the greatest normal monsters of all time. Its 300 attack points make it easily powerful enough to destroy a Karibo, if you first use Shield and Sword to swap its attack and defense before summoning the Mokey Mokey. In addition, this card has more base attack and defense points than Slifer the Sky Dragon, Armatile the Chaos Phantasm, and even Numeronius Numeronia. Shut up. You can even summon this thing with 1-for-1, Try Right, and Monster Reborn, meaning that if you manage to pitch it to the graveyard for whatever reason, you can simply summon it back. And yes, that's the only way it'll be in the graveyard, because there's no way you're suggesting that Mokey Mokey could be defeated in battle or by card effect. The fact Mokey Mokey remains at 3 is less a testament to Konami's balancing issues regarding Yu-Gi-Oh, and more due to the fact that sometimes he gets mad, and that is dreadful, and no one wants to see what dreadful involves. After all, if all else fails, Mokey Mokey is a level 1 normal monster, and you know what that means. To appease the great Moke further, we now have Mokimoki Adrift, the most recent piece of support. Same type, level, attribute, and stats as the original Mokimoki. After all, you can't improve on perfection, except it now has this effect. This card's name becomes Mokey Mokey and is treated as a normal monster while face up on the field or in the graveyard. You can discard this card, add one Mokey Mokey card from your deck to your hand except Mokimoki Adrift. So now you have 6 Mokey Mokey monsters in your deck total, a search card for your entire archetype, and you can now get additional usage of Wolves in Sheep's Clothing, a card which is practically begging Konami to ban it thanks to its synergy with the Mokey Mokey swarming tactics. You obviously want to max out on this card with about 10 to 15 copies per deck, given that it enables even more consistency in a deck already comparable to Necros at full power. It may have taken us a long time to receive additional Mokey Mokey support, but I believe we can all agree that what we received was entirely overkill and has sent the game into a spiral from which it shall not recover. And no, I'm not talking about spirals. To add to the lineup of quality, we now have Mokimoki King. Same type and attribute as before, only now it's a level 6 with 300 attack, 100 defense, and it is also known as Black Eye's Ultimate Mokey. It requires 3 Mokey Mokey and has this effect. When this card is removed from the field, you can special summon as many Mokey Mokey as possible from your graveyard. This means that, should someone manage to kill the king, you now have up to 5 Mokey Mokey on the field ready to avenge their fallen leader, or 6 if you cheat. Now, because this card has a when on it and not an if, the power level is lessened a little bit for the sake of the space-time continuum, because this king will miss timing more than the Omnitrix from the original Ben 10. However, the benefits far outweigh the downsides, so as long as you read your cards, you can attain one of the most powerful board states in the entire game. And the key to that board is Mokimoki Smackdown, a continuous spell card that says, while a face-up Mokey Mokey is on your side of the field, if a fairy-type monster on your side of the field is destroyed, the attack of each Mokey Mokey on your field becomes 3000 until the end of this turn. This is all 5 pieces of Exodia put back together with Obliterate substituting for the crotch. This is Chaos Emperor Dragon in its prime. This is one of the cards of all time. Mokey Mokey, a small unassuming level 1, becomes an unstoppable killing machine for a turn, and you can now swarm the field with up to 5 of them at once with ease. Mokey Mokey will have more attack than Dark Magician, who is the ultimate wizard in terms of attack and defense. Do I need to explain more about why this is a good card? You don't even need to sacrifice the Mokimoki King, any fairy type schmuck will do. But obviously, you will get the best results when sending forth the king to bring about the best for his people through his sacrifice. That's like if Kim Jong-un sacrificed himself to attack the opponent with the entirety of the Kim Jong platoon. Why, there's barely a monster in the game that can get in your way. Ah, Well, you can always crash into the Blue Eyes White Dragon, and then attack for game with the other 4... Shoot! Well, with cards like Opti Camouflage Armor, a staple in the modern metagame, you can get around all those big, pesky monsters. But hey, what kind of deck can consistently swarm with monsters with over 3000 attack? Shut up! Mokimoki Smackdown is the final piece of this Millennium puzzle that makes this deck unstoppable, and it's more than worthy of all the totally not sarcastic over-the-top praise that I am giving to it. It is now time to award the deck a ranking out of 50. I know attempting to assign numerical values to godly powers is a bit of a lost cause, but the Dragon Ball fandom has been doing it for decades, and so I am willing to take that chance here. Consistency, 10 out of 10. You can run a total of 9 Mokimoki cards in your main deck, meaning that 9 out of 40 you have a chance to draw a Mokimoki card. Add that to the Archetype searcher, cards like Dogu and Single Purchase, as well as the legendary Pot of Greed, and you'll be drawing all of your combo pieces in no time. Offense, 10 out of 10. The Mokies can grow stronger than the most powerful wizard in the game, which means by extension it's stronger than Quintet Magician, Nirvana High Paladin, and even your mother. Defense. Protection effects, negation, ooh, got it! 100 out of 10. See, look, it's right there! Recovery, 10 out of 10. In the words of the ancient gods, my favorite part was when Mokimoki King left the field and summoned 5 Mokimokis, and then Moki'd over everybody. Versatility. Well, the only real goal of Mokimoki is to get stonk and destroy your opponent via battle damage. However, every deck in the game will lose if their life points drop to 0. And battle damage is a good way to do that. So, 10 out of 10. Every deck is a potential victim of the Great Moke. Overall, Mokimoki receives a score of 110 out of 50. That's more than RDA and Stardust put together, and I would expect nothing less. Oh, you want to see a deck? Here, this is a good one. Really showcases the creativity and power the deck can supply. The only flaws are that the ratios could be slightly off. I don't think I put quite enough Moke in there. At the end of the day, what can we say about Mokimoki that is not said to us already through the card's gripping lore and immaculate artwork? Well, I believe I have found one thing. One secret that I am ready to reveal regarding this archetype. One damning point that truly secures Mokimoki as the GOAT of Yu-Gi-Oh! Mokimoki is